So this morning gratitude practice I've done for years, over a decade. But there's something different over the past year that I shifted to the 7 thank yous. There's an energy difference, a vibrational difference, internal difference that is creating external new behaviors and processes and ways that I show up. And so I felt compelled to share with you the 7 thank yous. So it's really simple. All I do each morning is when I wake up, before I start moving and making phone calls and jumping online and doing those things, I simply say to myself 7 times, thank you. I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it, internally and externally. I might whisper it, or I might say it out loud, but I'm saying it. And with each thank you, it's like I'm raising a level, a vibrational level, and I can feel it. Didn't necessarily feel it at first. It took a little while, but as I continue to do it and as I added to what those thank yous mean, by the time I get to the 7th one, it's a wrap. Something has shifted, and I know that as I start the day, I'm starting from a place of fullness within me that I might pour out externally. See, I know that 7 is the number of completion. I know that, and so because I know that, I know when I get to number 7, when my mouth, when my thoughts, when my feelings have spoken, have uttered, have felt the 7th thank you, I know I'm in a space of completion. And so with that completion, I walk into projects not from, oh, it's so much, I'm so overwhelmed, but from a place of completion. I don't know how to describe it except that your energy shifts when you walk into completion, as opposed to starting from nothing. Start pouring from empty. You can't pour from empty. There's nothing there. There's air. And that's what a lot of overwhelm is. A lot of air saying yes to a bunch of things that aren't in alignment with where you want to go. And so for me, this practice of 7 thank yous does that. But it's more than that. It's 7 points that I'll share with you as to why this is so important, so critical, and I highly encourage you to give yourself a 7-day challenge to say 7 thank yous every single morning for 7 days. So as I said before, the first thing, 7 is the number of completion. When you do this, you feel complete, or I feel complete. I feel whole. I feel ready to start the day. So that's the first thing, 7, because 7 is completion. Second thing, I'm saying thank you, which is evoking, inviting, encouraging the spirit of gratitude. And we know how powerful gratitude is. See, the thing about gratitude is it opens doors. So as you start your day, as you start your week, as you start the morning, you're wanting those doors to be open, because those doors are opening to your manifested desires. The things that you've asked for, prayed for, declared and decreed for, hoping for, wishing for, moving in the direction of, by your goals. That's what you open up with thank you. Now, the third thing is thank you is a mindful exercise. It keeps you in the present moment. When you say thank you, it really does keep you in this state of conscious awareness. And if you do it and it positions you in a state of conscious awareness, the consciousness that you're evoking is gratitude, which again, number 2, is bringing up that creative spirit, that creative energy, that opening of doors at a point where before, without the spirit of gratitude, you didn't even know the doors were there. You were just hoping and wishing in the air. Now you're inspiring. Now you're attracting. Now you're asking. Now you're allowing. And you're positioning yourself in the state of receiving. Now the fourth one is really interesting, because when you say thank you, when I say thank you 7 times, I have a list of the things that I'm thankful for. I've gone through my life. I've gone through my health, my wealth, my relationships. I've looked at all of what is currently, and what I would like, the past, present, and the future. So I have a list of things that I've experienced and have overcome. Things that I'm experiencing now and moving in the direction of this future that I desire to experience, my manifested desires. So I have all this written out. That doesn't mean I have to every day get up and say those 2 pages over and over. I take that and it's like I can pour it into 7 thank yous. And when I pour it into 7 thank yous, that's all I need to say. And because 7 is the number of completion, when I say those 7 things, it's the equivalent of saying that whole 2 pages of things that I have Again, that I was, that I am, and I aspire to become. 7 thank yous is a number of completion and gratitude. So in essence, I'm thankful for all that was, is, and is to come. Simplified it into 7 thank yous. Now, the 5th thing is that it becomes a habitual way of doing things. It's a habit. You get up in the morning. Again, I've been saying thank you every morning for years, decades. But this past year, when I added the 7 thank yous, it just took it to another level. And now it's become a habit. It's a habitual way of doing things. And when you recognize, when people say, oh, I wish I was more disciplined, or I wish I was more consistent, when you build something like this in a simple morning routine, and you have this all this meat behind why you're doing it, the energy behind why you're doing it, and then you show up and do it daily, you don't have to keep saying, I wish I was more consistent. I wish I was more disciplined, because this is an act of discipline. It is an act of being consistent. It is an act that offers an incredible reward. Number 6, again, when you say those thank yous, you start to feel the feelings of your wish fulfilled. Neville Goddard talked about that all the time. Get in the state of the feeling of your wish fulfilled. See, for me, when I say the 7 thank yous, I don't have to go in and talk about my wishes and talk about the things that I desire. I've already asked for them. I've already asked God, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, all power, all knowing, everywhere. I've launched the rocket of desire, as Abraham would say. It's out there. My job is to get into the realm of receiving. My job is vibrational alignment with that which I desire to experience by becoming it, by saying thank you, by feeling the energy of thank you, and knowing with ultra-specific clarity what I desire to experience, and inviting inspired action so as to do so. And then lastly, number 7, it sets the tone for the day, for the week, for the year. Again, it sets the tone of gratitude. Gratitude, and y'all know how powerful gratitude is. So this is my practice of 7 thank yous. This is my morning mantra, my morning routine, and doing so invites this. There's meat behind it. It's not just this mundane thank you, thank you, thank you. No. See, even now when I just said those 3 thank yous, my body started to vibrate. It started to feel it, because I've done it for so long. It invites that space. Give it a try for 7 days. This is your 7-day gratitude challenge. And look in the description, and you'll see a link to write down the full details, to get the PDF or the full details for this challenge. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.